Radio Rahim on my side of the pond once in a while with Glenn McCrory, somebody who knows a little bit about heavyweight boxing. This is a hell of a matchup. Obviously, it's a rematch, and I don't think I talked to you even about the first fight before we get started on the rematch. What did you make of the first fight, and who'd you have winning it?
Well, the first fight, I went out there as a fan. That's how big a fight it was. I just went out just with my mates and watched the fight, and it lived up to everything. I knew it was going to be a good fight. For me, Tyson Fury edged it on points when I had my scorecard. But in hindsight, I think a draw was a good result because he was on the floor twice. He was on the floor very, very heavy the second time. A lot of referees might have just waved that straight off. He was lucky the referee counted. So I think it was very difficult to take the world title away from Deontay Wilder with that sort of performance. But I think this is going to it's just going to take up where it left off. I just think they're going to get straight back at it. Tyson's promising. I think Tyson's going to be a bit more physical, put a bit of weight on. I think he wants to kind of win the clinches and use his strength inside. But Wilder, as we know, can win in any round. He's got the power to take someone out right up till the end of the 12th. So it's going to be a great fight.
Most boxing analysts and fighters themselves will tell you that boxing is about skills paying the bills, having your technique down, being able to have the fundamental sound. And Deontay Wilder has contradicted all of those things by literally knocking out everybody he's faced, with the exception of Tyson Fury, who he's now rematching. Having seen this guy's career and what he's been able to do, does it change your opinion at all about how to approach boxing as a whole?
It's one of those fights where, yesterday I was looking at Wilder and thinking, if he's got the confidence, he knows he can hurt him. If he lands one of those big punches, it's going to be over. And then I've been watching, some of the footage from Tyson in training, what they've been working on with Sugar Hill, trying to keep that left hand up, because he throws the left and then drops his hand. So they've been working on that. So Tyson Fury is an enigma. There's nothing like Tyson Fury. He thinks outside the box. So you never know quite what you're going to get. I don't think he quite knows what he's going to get. But the one thing about it is, he can fight. And he's such a big man, but he's also very athletical.
What did we learn about Anthony Joshua in this last year with the Ruiz, having lost to Ruiz and reclaiming the titles?
I think Anthony Joshua got found out a little bit, if I'm honest. I think the Ruiz, losing the title to Ruiz was a disaster. He wasn't in the right place. Preparation wasn't right, trained in Miami and that, too many distractions. But he did what he had to do in the return. For me, it didn't get I couldn't give it the credit that maybe some people think he deserves, because for me he made Anthony Ruiz look like Rocky Marciano. He made him look like a really dangerous fighter, which he can punch, but he's not the best out there, and he wasn't in shape. So I think beforehand I thought Joshua with his A game gets him out of there in 2, 3 or 4 rounds. And he didn't bring that. He didn't bring that A game. So I don't know. I think the jury's out a little bit on Joshua and his chin, and where he goes in the future. I mean, I keep away from Deontay Wilder.
And lastly, Glenn, hopefully we will have an undisputed heavyweight champion sometime here very soon. When and if we do, who do you think that guy is going to be?
I think the winner of this fight, is going to be number one heavyweight in the world.
Radio Rahim with Glenn McCrory. So glad to have you on my side of the pond. A friend and an honor to talk to you always. Radio Rahim with Glenn McCrory.